when we went to the homestead and I got to ride horses.
Well, the funniest memory I have is of Lake II. Carburetor iced up when he was coming in for a landing. That's the worst thing that can happen. He was forced to land, but he had a lot of difficulty with the fuel. Every time I got into my plane, I would look for carburetor heat every single time. I don't care if it was 100 degrees or 30 degrees.
I was in Huntington and staying at Mima and Granddad's house, and there was a terrible storm. And the storm, the thunder and lightning triggered the fire alarm in the house, which spoke. And from a deep, deep sleep, I was awoken by, fire, 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 get out now, get out now. And Mima and Granddad came running down the stairs, and I came running down the stairs, and it was the first time that I'd seen them without their teeth.
I can remember my grandfather many times setting off smoke detectors by cooking in their house in Huntington. And my sister and cousins going down on their hands and knees down the stairs because they didn't know that it was our grandfather setting off all the smoke alarms by his frying chicken or cooking ham in the morning or something like that.
When we sold the house that we grew up in, we, the kids, were devastated about leaving our house, so I got my magic markers and was standing on the dining room table painting the crystal chandelier. And my sister Annette joined me. She came in, she said, "Oh, Rosalind, you can't do that." "Oh, wait." And then she helped.
My cousin Mary Lake, Sydney, and I wandered off on our own one evening at the fair. It was very muddy, it had been raining. Our mothers wanted us back right then. And there was this announcement over the PA system. Will Sydney, Mary Lake, and Annette meet their mothers in front of the striptease show? Which of course, I mean, we were mortified. They were just screaming with our mothers with laughter.
My grandparents had a neighbor with a son who was about a year younger than us. And we started to tell him about the boogeyman who lived in the attic. And we were so convincing that we both scared the crap out of ourselves. And we wouldn't go into the attic anymore because we knew there was a boogeyman there, even though we had invented the boogeyman that was in the attic. So,
when the 5th child was born, I'd given my mother strict instructions that we had enough girls, it was time for a boy. Only the word got to me that we'd had it the 5th and it was the 4th girl. And so I left home, and my sister Marilyn was really helpful to me. She pulled the little red wagon to help me move out to the vacant lot down on the corner.
I sort of married into this family, and I came from a small family. So over the years there have been a number of shocks having a husband with 4 sisters.
We ordered food from a restaurant nearby, I can't remember. We were started eating dinner, and my sister started eating the pineapple that had come with dinner. I remember her complaining about it being spicy, and nobody believed her until we ate it and we found out that the pineapple was somehow bad and was really spicy. So my 4-year-old sister got to get experimented on a rotten pineapple.
We always served things buffet style because there were so many of us. Lois Ann was by the buffet, and Larry Gang was there, and she said, "Feel the heat coming off of these sweet potatoes." Well, Larry sticks his hand over, and then Lois Ann immediately smashes his hand into the sweet potatoes. We're all dressed in coat and ties, mind you. Larry holds up his hand and looks at the sweet potatoes, and immediately wipes them on Lois Ann's face. Why it didn't break out into a full-fledged food fight, I don't know, but that's as far as it went.